Caroline, wow, you're just an amazing speaker. We talked a little bit last minute, about what your goals were. You said you wanted to focus on storytelling, humor, narration. You wanted to be entertaining, but educational. And you also wanted to focus on your transitions. I loved your speech overall, and I think you accomplished every one of those goals. I think you had very detailed story. You had your story about your brother really kind of touched me, and I really loved that. You're a natural storyteller in that respect. You're talking about your commute to school, the people hanging off the side of the bus. That was very humorous, at the same time very eye-opening. So, and at the same time, you used it as a teaching moment to all of us to take kind of that idea that it's not just words that matter, but actions. That you're learning from your brother what kindness means, to share your seat with not just a pregnant woman, but also the older people that are coming onto the bus. You said teaching is the greatest gift that you can give, and that really spoke to me a lot. So I wanted to focus on some of your strengths as well. You used some of the funny imagery. You're a natural storyteller. You mentioned how your boss has become a natural mentor. Both these examples were kind of not mentors that you've kind of approached, which I think a lot of people I've seen in my career have just been kind of awkward about sometimes. They come up to you and ask would you be my mentor? But really you kind of approach it from a different way. It's kind of more relaxed is the way that is the better way to do it. Maybe adding value to what they're doing to kind of connect with them, or in your case, you already have a really good relationship with them. So that's more of the natural mentorship approach. So I've got a couple areas of improvement for you. When you're standing here and you're giving your speech, all your stories and everything, you kind of stood in one place. I do the same thing a lot of the time. So I wanted to kind of challenge you to maybe not only to give this speech again, but also to kind of move around, address the sides of the room. You're really good at gestures, but I think you could use a little bit more movement in your speech to kind of make more of an impact. And also, in your conclusion, I think you could maybe transition a little bit smoother. You had a very, very impactful last line. I had a hard time absorbing it all because you said, take every moment. What does it say? You had a very impactful, I can't remember exactly what it was, but you just had a pause like right after that. I think you could have delivered a little bit more impact. Overall, great speech. Loved it. Thanks.